Alright, hey guys, this is our EMO offense install. We're going to start off, let me just draw everything out. So we're going to be in an open set to start. It doesn't matter where we get the ball, we're just going to, we want to swing it around at least once. When we get the ball back up to the top center midi, at that point we're going to have this attackman. We're going to have this attackman filled to the crease. This attackman's going to replace him on the attack wing. So we're going to go from an open set to a 3-3 set, 33 set. This is basically what we're going to call our house set. House means we're just playing in a 3-3 set. We're just getting quick ball movement, looking for skip lanes, trying to get the defense to rotate. I don't want this attackman to stay behind the cage too long. He ideally could slip to the crease, but it's just going to be easier for us to go into our low man 33 wheel if this attackman who's playing right attack goes right into the crease, and then he replaces and fills in for him here. So this attackman is going to go into the crease. Now, when does this guy go to the crease? He's going to go to the crease after he passes it to this midi, and we're getting it swung around here. All right. All this is going to go on while the ball's up top. We're going to just redirect it. We're going to go back and forth on the backside. So after these guys go to where they need to be, we're going to be in a 3-3 set. Okay? So let's say the ball's now down here. Okay? So at this point, you know, we want to start redirecting it back up here. And at this point, we want to have this attackman who filled in on the crease. He's going to be our shooter on the low man 33 wheel. So we're going to call it a low 33 wheel. And we're going to run it from the right side and the left side. We're going to call it Ricky and Lucy with the player's last name. So if you hear your last name Ricky and your last name that means that you're basically going to be the shooter. So the shooter has to be in the crease to start this 33 low wheel. This is a 3-man rotation on a wheel. It's going to be an attackman on the crease, an attack or midfielder, doesn't matter who it is, midi attackman on the right attack wing, and then a midfielder on the top right wing. These are the 3 guys who are going to rotate. Now, we want to redirect the ball down here. Let's say this attackman is going to be, this is the attackman who was at X. So this attackman at X is now on the right wing. I changed it a bit from our practice because there was a lot of confusion in the beginning. So this makes it easier. Guys just need to know where to go initially, and that's it. You don't need to fill it from X and then replace again in the exchange. As soon as the ball gets back here, we're in it now. This attackman, he's called the trigger man. He initiates a carry, and I'm just going to redraw everything. So he's going to carry. At this point, we're going to start our wheel. Okay? The midi on the top right wing has to fill into the crease. This attackman is going to slip out of the crease and replace this attackman on the low wing. When this attackman carries the ball up to the top right wing, he's going to bang a pass over to the top center midi. All right, so we're going to have a carry. And we're going to have a pass. This is the first part of the wheel. This midi has the ball now. Okay? So, this midi's job is to sell. He's got to sell that we're going to go to the left wing. He's got to turn his hips, open his hips up this way, and look like he's going to pass to this adjacent midi or skip pass down here. I don't care what you do, but this top center midi has to make it look like we're going to the backside now. And that this wheel, we don't think this wheel is going to work for us. So at that point, the defense is going to start to slough in. Let's say they're in a box. All right, we want to get this defender to start going in here. Everybody's starting to drift over to the backside, which is now the ball side. The ball can get swung around, maybe back and forth here. Okay, I don't care what goes on. It could be swung up and down, back and forth. But while this is going on, we have to sell it so that the defense starts to rotate this way. Now what's going to happen is, while the ball's up top with the top center midi, we're going to, this midi who's carried up here, I'm just going to show everybody now in their different positions. This attackman's up here now, okay? The crease attackman is over here. The crease attackman is going to be, he's our shooter. Okay? So, at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to use this attackman down here, and the midfielder who's up here, who's now down here, they're going to set seals on their defense and on their defenseman. This midi's going to come over and he's going to basically set a seal right here. Important part about setting the seal is you want to set the seal in back of them, not in front of them. You don't want them to see you set that seal. And then this attackman is going to set a seal down here. He's going to seal them off right here. Now, obviously, this depends. It all depends on where these poles are. If the poles are sloughed in really good, you can set that seal outside. Outside is like not inside, but outside. Basically, his head is turned away from you. So when you're setting that seal, he's going to turn his head back to look for this guy who's now becoming a threat. He's going to come through. He's going to start his run, and then we're going to have this top center midi try to hit him with a pass for a top center score. This guy can take one of two routes. He can go through the seal right here. It's an inside route, or he can go outside route. I call it's just a north or south. So he can go south, or he can go north, depending on which way the seal is being set up. And honestly, you're not going to know which way the seal is going to go until this attackman has to make that. He has to make that read when he's coming through this lane here. This is going to be a read from this attackman, and this top center midi has to time it with him, and they have to work together and know, okay, he's coming through south or he's coming through north, and I got to hit him top center here. I got to hit him, just above GLE here for a shot on cage. So that's basically our 33 low wheel. Important thing is the guy in the crease is our shooter. You have to know that. And the guy who's carrying, he's going to be setting the seal after he throws the pass over to this top center midi. Usually what happens is this guy carries, he throws it over, and then he forgets to set a seal. So we don't need to go into it immediately. We can just basically make it look like a wheel that's not working. We can direct the ball onto the backside here. Now we're on the left wing. We're just banging it around with these three guys, and then we can set that seal when the defensemen aren't looking. All right, when their heads are turned back towards you guys. So when they turn their heads back, that's when you set the seal. We got to know to get back up to this top center midi, and that's when this attackman starts his run. Is when this midi receives the ball. So that's basically the timing that we need to have there. We're going to run the same thing from the left side. I'm not going to go through it from the left side because it's the same thing, just completely symmetrical, mirrored off this side. Any questions, ask coaches. Hopefully we'll get some good looks on the cage.